everyone, this is Pam, Rose City Stitcher, coming to you today on December 31st for my last video of the year. This video is going to be my plans for 2019, as I had mentioned in my video yesterday. I know I look a little bit different today. I went and got my hair cut, so it looks a little different. They style it different than I do, but I chopped a lot of that length off. It feels a lot better, so all set for the new year with the new haircut. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started showing you my plans. I planned to do this video a whole lot earlier, but our power went out. I came back from running my errands, ready to do the video. The sun was shining, it was great, and my power went out about 10 minutes later. So it's kind of late in the day now, so the sun's a little bit higher up in the sky. That's why I look kind of pale, because the sun's not where I really wanted it to be. But it's my last chance to do the video, so I'm going to go with it. So I'm excited to show you my plans. I mentioned a little bit of them in the last video, but I'm going to show you a little bit more details. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, I'm going to use the same planner I used last year, and that was this one, the cross stitch planner I got from Hobby Lobby. I went ahead and just got one again. I tried to find a happy planner. I just could not find one that I really liked. So I decided just to go with this one again. It works for my needs. So I'm going to just go ahead and use it. I changed the cover. I just showed you that so you could see what the original cover was. This is a cover I had on a happy planner I'd had before. So I just pulled this one off and pulled it on because it's like a regular happy planner with the discs and everything. So I haven't put everything inside it yet, but I do have it all. It's like, what's different about this one and why you can just go buy it and use it year after year is you put the numbers in. It just has the month, and then you put the numbers in. So kind of like a perpetual type calendar. So I kind of like that. And then it has a place for priority to do meetings, stuff like that. So you can put little notes. And this isn't just my cross stitch planner. This is my planner for everything. This is kind of my home planner. So you can see this is starting tomorrow. And I like why it has different little blocks. I don't know if you can really see the different colors. But it has like 3 different blocks for each day, and usually what I do for that is one of the blocks is cross stitch, one is home, and one is school. Or eBay. I sell on eBay part-time, so sometimes I'll write some eBay notes also. So you can see the only thing I have written down for sure is I'm going to start Harry Potter tomorrow. I'll talk about that in just a minute. Oh, and I didn't print that. Oh well, I'll talk about it. And it has other little places to put notes, like down there at the bottom it has goals of the week. And I think it has it on every page. So I can jot down little notes. So that's that. And it does come with some stickers. You can see I didn't really use very many of the stickers last year, so I just kind of put those with it. I'm hoping maybe to use more of the stickers this year. But they're cross-stitch related stickers. There you go. You can kind of see. So there's that. If you are interested in this planner, I did a video last year that went through everything on the planner, but it's $39.99 full price, which I always use the 40% off coupon, so it ends up being about $25, which is about the price of a happy planner. So I've got that, and then I also have this. I'm going to jot down different notes in this one also. I might kind of jot down notes of like what I started and details of my starts, kind of like a project record. So I think that's what I'm kind of going to use this one for, is kind of as a project record as I start new projects, and maybe write down my finished projects, kind of have each month, and then write down details of what I've done. So that's what I'm going to use this one for. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. This is what's kind of going to be in my planner. Let's see, my little stitching journal. A lot of this I did copy off of Sammy J Stitches, I can't remember. She did a really good cross-stitch journal of what she's doing, and I liked a lot of her ideas, so I'm going to copy some of hers because I kind of liked some of the ideas that she had. One of the things she had talked about is their number of YouTube subscribers and Instagram followers. And I thought that was kind of a good idea because I always kind of guess, you know, I'll talk to my son, I'll say, oh, look, I have so many subscribers. And I'm like, how many did I have before? Is that good or bad? So I'm going to go ahead and jot that down. Oh, come on. I guess this light. There we go. So YouTube and then Instagram, the number of followers, you know, each month so I can see how it grows or does not. So I'm going to have a page of that. And she also had a designer bucket list, which I kind of have that up in my head, the designers I'd like to try. But I thought it was a good idea to actually write them down so that way, you know, I can kind of keep an eye out for them. So right now, Ink Circles, Rosewood Manor, Drawn Thread, Jeanette Douglas, and A Shadow Lane. Those are all right now ones that I would really like to start sometime. So those are kind of my little short bucket list right now. I know there's a whole lot more, but when I was putting this together, those were the ones I had thought about doing. And then I am going to do Stitch from Stash, as I told you. So here's my sheet for that. Stitch from Stash record, 2019. So I put monthly budget, $25. So that's kind of my budget. And I'll write down on here, you know, what I spend and then my finishes and what I earn for the finishes. So I'm very much committed to doing this. I keep a running record of what I spend, and I just was kind of off the charts with my spending really the last 2 years. So I've decided this year I'm really going to commit to this. I kind of did my last shopping list, my last, you know, with 1-2-3 Stitch yesterday, my last order, and I was really kind of proud of myself because even when I was doing that, there weren't really any charts that I really felt like I needed to have. I have what I need. I have plenty, as Garrett said yesterday. I don't really need any more charts. I have plenty of charts that I want to start, and as you saw yesterday, 55 projects, you know, that I have going, so I don't really need anything except maybe floss and fabric, and that's kind of what I bought yesterday, was some more fabric and some more floss. And I bought a few patterns, a cross-stitch order I did a few days ago, and that came today, and I'm going to show you that. And then yesterday, all it was some floss and a little bit more fabric. So hopefully that way I'll be set. So there's that. And then, okay, so then I've got my 2019 goals and my possible starts of 2019. As I told you yesterday, I have some pretty lofty goals because I'm not doing the no new starts at all. It's like, if I want to start something, I'm going to start something. But I am going to probably limit how many I start because I do want to kind of finish these others. But, you know, if I feel like, you know, I want to start something, I will. Okay, so here's there we go. You can't read it because I did it on a bright fluorescent pink because it was pretty. But this is my 2019 goals. Let's kind of quickly tell you what they are. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. 15 of the whips that I have, I plan to finish. And they are the All Around Texas, my 4 Freedoms, the Gourmet ABCs, Indian Maiden, the Joan Elliott, the Mason Jar lineup, that's the one that, you know, saw only needed the back stitch. Nantucket Rose, I think I can finish that one mainly because it doesn't have any beads and she doesn't really have much back stitching. So I feel like that's one I could actually maybe get finished. Pomegranate Santa, the Pumpkin Hollow, Snow Fairy, the other Joan Elliott that just need beads and back stitching now. Solo Tua, that's a small mermaid. Mirabilia, I think I can probably get that one finished. Spells of the Moon, one of the Halloween ones, and that was the little one. Spell Store, the one from Primitive Hair. Stacked Teacups, that was the little Dimensions Petite with the cups that just needed the background and then the back stitching. The Sunflower Snowman also just needs back stitching. And Who's There, that was the small Prairie Schooler. And then I also plan to finish, as I said yesterday, the Sing a Sampler, and that's the Do Re Mi one, and finish the Little Women by Brooks Books. So I think, you know, it's kind of lofty goals, but I really think I can finish these. A lot of these, like I said in the previous video, only need some back stitching. They don't need a whole lot of work, or they're fairly small. So I'm going to kind of work on finishing these and then devote a lot of time to making progress on the larger whips. Okay, so now this is going to be my possible starts. Hello, there we go. So I'm going to show you these, what my possible starts are. Okay, of course I'm going to call this a start because it is, you know, new patterns, so this thing a sampler. And oops, as I showed you yesterday, the Little Women. Okay, and so the other possible new starts is Strawberry Fields Forever. I have her, and I'm going to do her on this Shy Tea Jobelin hand dye 28 count. So it's all kitted up and ready to go. It's just a little bit of modeling. So, and I changed a lot of the threads. It's like, you think with all the threads I have that I would have the threads I needed, but I didn't. So I actually substituted, only had 2 colors. So I just substituted with stuff I had. Okay, I'll hold off showing you that one. And then I have 2 Christmas ones. I kind of like to do this little snowman called Love. And I've already got the little charm. And I have this one. And I'd like to go ahead. I've already got all the colors for this one. So those are 2 winter ones I'd kind of like to do for winter. Okay, then next, I think I had mentioned I wanted to do the Main Street series. This was one of the things that I ordered that came today. I needed 3 of them. I needed the coffee shop. Oh, it's taking forever for this to focus. The gazebo and the bookstore I needed. And so now that I have those, I'm all set to do this one. And I've got this huge piece of blue fabric. It's probably not going to show up blue on the video, but it's a humongous piece that I had bought when a needle store went out of business. So I mean, it's like really, really huge. It's like a full yard. So I'm going to put it on that. So that's for that one. And that's pretty much a definite start. I do want to start that because I can do, you know, it's a quick finish. I can do one each month and feel progress and have a big project at the end. So that's a definite one that I do plan to start. Another one that I definitely plan to start is the 3 Little Words by Lizzie Kate. I'm going to do this one. And I'm doing this on Mushroom Lugana. This is kind of my new favorite fabric. It's like, I just love how it feels. It's really nice. So good neutral. So I'm going to do that. And this is another one. There's actually 14 of them, which is weird. Usually there's only 12. So one of the months I'll have to do 2, which I can easily do that in the summer when I'm out of school. So my plan is to, you know, do one of these a month. Excuse me. And like I said, do one of the little houses a month. And then do one of these a month. The year-end celebrations. I'm going to do those. I actually have had all the magazines by Cross Stitch and Needlework. The first one is in the January 2014. So I already had them. So I'm like, everybody's doing them. I already have them. I can do them too. So again, I'm not going to worry about buying the thread for these. Again, I'm going to probably just use DMC. They're small enough to where I don't really think I necessarily have to use the variegated, you know, special flosses. So I'm going to probably just do that. If I do have a color or I want to just swap out something to have some variegation, I'll do that. So we'll start with January and do those. All right, let's see what else I've got here. This one you haven't seen. This was one that was on my bucket list that I bought. I don't think I got a chance to show it to you. This is called Honey Bee Happening. I just love this. So I'm going to start this one. This was going to be my New Year, New Start until I found out I needed to start the Harry Potter. So, but I'll probably maybe start this maybe in February. I don't know. And I'm going to switch out. It's got 14 count fabric. So I'm just going to swap it out for the Charles Craft Antique White Even Weave. Hello. Oh, I don't know why this isn't wanting to focus. There we go. So it's almost the exact same color, so it should be fine. And then use the threads that it came with. I got the threads all sorted, so it's all ready to go. And then I've got, let's see what this. Oh, this is the sheep virtues I was telling you about. I would like to do, I don't have all of the sheep, but I'd like to go ahead and do the sheep that I do have, and then if I get those finished, I can reward myself by buying the others, because these would be a bunch of little finishes, and they're not very expensive. But you can see, what do you think? It's like, I mean, to me it looks like the sheep barely shows up, but when I show it to y'all, I don't know, it shows up a little bit better. But this color here was a different color. And I was thinking about changing it to that color because I think that shows up better. And I think that's what color it is. It's the color I did the snow also. But I thought it wouldn't be too bad to pull that out and put it in a color that's just going to show up better. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that looks okay or not. Because, I mean, there's a whole lot of sheep. So I want to make sure it looks good. So tell me your thoughts. Because I really do love this one. And I would like to get that going again. All right, another possible new start is irony. I'd like to do all of these, and I'm just going to do this on a 16 count white Aida, just something simple, because the pattern I think is busy enough. I'm fixing to hear my cat scratching on the door. He wants to go out again. The other one, I was planning to start this last year, and I ended up not doing it. This is Cross Stitch Nation. I already had it all kitted up and ready to go. I've got light gray Jobelin fabric to put it on, so it's all set. So I may, good chance I'll start that one. And then I've got, what's this one? Just the Rome. Afternoon in Rome. I'd like to do that, and that's also just going to be done on that big, huge piece of blue. I've already got the threads ready for that. Excuse me. And then I've got two of these. Blimey Cat had showed you these. I had them a while myself. I like these a lot. I would like to do these and have these hanging in my house. So I may start these. They're not terribly big, so 10 by 10, so that's not too bad. So I may start one of these. These are some that I'm thinking about maybe for Mania. I'm not going to do full-blown Mania. That's a lot of why my projects are so huge now. Is I mean, all my whips have so many is because of all those Manias. So if I do Mania, I'm going to only do like every other day, spend like 2 days, because as I said in my last video, I don't like having just this little bit of nothing where I don't even know what it is. So if I do Mania, it'll definitely be like an every 2 day or maybe a once a week. And so some of these I'm showing you that may be what I do for that time. And then let's see, is there anything else? A couple more possibilities. Yes, I wanted to show you this because I wanted an opinion. Titania, Queen of the Fairies. I really like her. I'd like to start her. And I've got this fabric, Crystal Haunted, but it's really pretty. It looks a lot different than the Haunted that my Gwen is on. That's pretty much true color. See the sparkle? So pretty. But the idea I'm playing with, I found a conversion. of her. And I'm thinking about doing this conversion. So this isn't a really good picture, but she's in purple. There you go. Instead. What do you think? Which do you like better on that fabric? The purple or the pink? So tell me what you think. And then I'm going to start her. Because I think either color would go good on here. So just give me your thoughts on which one I should use. Let me know. Because that's one that I thought about doing for a mania start. That could be a big mania start is that one. All right. And then another one that's kind of a definite start. Not sure when I'll start her, but I will start her for sure. Because I really planned to start her last month in October and I didn't get to her. And that's my Evangeline. I really love this one. I really do want to do this one. And it's going to be on Eek. See, now my colors are showing up good. So that's a for sure. That's a for sure. Sometime this year, she'll get started. And then the last, let's see, what else do I have? I'm not going to show you that one because I'm probably not going to do that one. And then I've got 4 actually 5 Soda Stitch. And I'd like to start one of these, at least. But I don't know which one I want to start. So I've got Treehouse of Winter. And they are all, have their, with Sudden Storm Silk Weaver. I don't know if you can see it, because it's really a pale, kind of a pale pinkish blue. Yeah, you kind of see it. So I've got that one. And then I've got, let's see, is that my thread? Yep. Strawberry Fairy and Mini Princesses. Both of those are going to go on this fabric. It's a beautiful fabric. It's called Inspiration Opalescent Lugana. Beautiful. Oh, just love it. So pretty. It's a little more pink than it's showing, but it's gorgeous. Love how the sparkle is showing up today on my video. So those are 2 choices. Whoa. Ah, sorry guys. Oops. And then, oh, it's actually, I have 2 more to show you. Aladdin. I'm afraid this may be too busy. I really wish Coffee Stitcher watched my videos, but I don't think he does. Because he could tell me whether this is going to be too busy for it or not. This orange. What do you think? Is that too much? Is that going to be too orangey? It's actually a little bit orange there. It's kind of busy. I don't know. And Coffee Stitcher's always said not to do something too busy with the Soda Stitch patterns because they're busy themselves. So I didn't have anything else. I didn't have any other color that would go with it at all. So I don't know. Tell me what you think. I don't think it'll clash with anything, but I thought the orange would make it look more like, you know, the desert. So tell me your thoughts on that one. And then the other one is the Little Mermaid. And this is, I got some Glacier, which is really pretty. Yeah, that's perfect. See, is that gorgeous? I think that'll be so pretty on this. So I got that. Is it Glacier or Arctic? Let me double check. I'm pretty sure. No, it's Arctic. That's right. I wanted Arctic and I couldn't find it, so I thought I was going to have to settle for Glacier, but then I found a piece of Arctic on eBay. So yeah, so that's Arctic. So I thought that's really pretty. So tell me what you think. Which one of the Soda Stitch would you like to see me start? And I think that's it. The rest of these are like, I have a lot of others in here, but they're real maybes. I really don't think I'm gonna start those. But there's one large one that I do kind of want to start. I was really trying to stay away from really large projects. As you saw, None of those are really large except for maybe Evangeline. Trying to stick with kind of medium projects. This is the only one that's a large that I would really like to start. It's Woodland Enchantress. And I'd like to start her. She's kind of like a wintry one because it looks to me like that's, you know, snow in the trees and stuff. So I would kind of like to start her. She's a companion piece to Oh So Crafty's Fall Fairy, I think it's called. And I have that one also. But I really like this one. And so I may give this one a start. This be the only, you know, really, really big one that I start. It comes with, the stuff's already sorted, so I don't have to sort through it. It's comes with a 16 count gray cotton Aida, which I think I'll probably go ahead and use. I don't think that would be too bad. So that's my only really big one that I think I'm going to start. So that, oh, let me show you one more thing. Sorry. Okay, I'm trying to put some of this away a little bit so I can get to what I want to get to. Oh, please. Okay. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's a couple fabrics that I bought that came in my order today. I got another big piece of the Mushroom Lagana. It's not a huge piece, but 18 by 27. So a piece to put some more of those little things on. And then I got another piece of my Charles Craft that I put so many things on because I like it. It's just a good neutral. And then the fabric that's coming is a wheat Lugana. So I think it's just a little bit different color. You know, these are both pretty similar. One's a little browner than the other. And I think that one will just be another good neutral for me to have. Okay, so I had two more things I needed to show you. I forgot. Okay, the one thing is Jen Stitching Knit. She's going to be doing a stitch along. She's doing a Brenda Gervais Brenda Gervais pattern every month, and I like hers. That's what that plum pudding was on that I had finished, and I liked it. It was a really easy pattern to read, so I decided to do that. I may not do every single one because I am on, you know, Stitch from Stash, so it just kind of depends on if I have the money for it. But I went ahead and bought the January one because I really liked it, and I thought I could at least join her for that one. And it's Brick House Sampler. I really like it. I like the house. I like the birds and the tree. It's just really pretty. I really like it a lot. So if this is the only one I do with her, so be it. I really wanted to get the first two. I think the first two is all she told us. And this one for February is Indigo something, but it was out of stock. So I couldn't get it even if I wanted to. So I'm like, oh, well, I'll just work on this one. And this is the one that I got the threads for last night that I ordered. I saw that I didn't really have hardly any of these colors, and I wanted it to kind of be true to the picture, so I went ahead and did order most of those colors. So this, I was going to start this January 1st, but because I'm doing, you know, Harry Potter, this will be started in January, just a few days later. I haven't decided which of the fabric. I think I might put this on that Mushroom Lagana. I think it'd be good on that. I'll have to wait till I get well, I can't start this till I get the threads anyway. So yeah, I can't even start this one because I ordered that last night. So that probably won't even get here till about Friday. So maybe this will be the next weekend start. And then the other one was Plum Street Samplers Goat Load. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Goat Load. Emily C. from Eclectic Possessions, she talked about this pattern being a stitch along for somebody. It was like somebody's birthday, I think. I don't remember, but all I know is I immediately went on there to get it and they didn't have it, so I put it on, you know, let me know when it comes in, and they did. I snatched it up, and sure enough, the next day it was gone again. So I got this. I don't have the threads for it, but I'm hoping that I have some of the threads. Some of the threads are actually the same as what's in the Brick House Sampler, so that'll work out good. So I can probably change out some of the colors if I need to. So I'm going to start this whenever she says they're starting it. I was thinking it was March, but I'm not for sure. But since I was doing Stitch from Stash, I wanted to have it because I like it anyway. It's super cute. And I thought I could go ahead and join in that stitch along when the time comes. So, I'm super excited. Hope you enjoyed seeing all that. I've got an exciting year planned. I just can't wait to start my new starts and finish up some of my whips. I'm not going to really say a goal as far as how many whips I want at the end of the year or anything like that, because I just really don't know. Like I said, I went from 46 to 55, which wasn't huge, was as many as a lot of people, but I do want my number to kind of go down, not up. So, you know, I was watching McKenna yesterday, and, you know, she said she had her 10 whips, and I'm like, oh, wow, to have only 10 whips would be really nice. But, you know, everybody has their own idea. Anyways, so that's that. I don't actually I'm not making resolutions anymore, but what I am doing is I'm just going to have a word. It's like there's several books out that talk about this, having a word of the year instead of all the resolutions, and your word can kind of go with all of the resolutions you might have. So my word for this year is focus. That word just kept speaking to me. Anything I read, that word was always popping up. So I'm like, I think that's my word. I think that's the word that I'm supposed to use for the year. And I can use that for everything. I can use that to focus on my projects. I can focus on school, focus on eBay, focus on, you know, my house. So focus is a good word, I think. Just mainly the way I see it is whatever I'm working on, focus on just that. I'm really bad about multitasking things, and that's what I want to kind of get away from, is just focus on the task at hand and take care of that task instead of running willy-nilly everywhere and not getting a whole lot done. So that's what I see that we're doing for me this year, is maybe getting more done because I'm paying attention to one thing at a time and getting done. Like I said, I can do that in school, do that in home, you know, relationships, anything. I think that's a good word for me to use for the year. So if you want to do that and share your word for the year, feel free. Like I said, it's kind of a popular thing people are going to instead of resolutions. You know, just say lose weight, and, you know, 3 weeks later you're not. It's like if you have a word, you can use that word to help you stay on course of whatever it is you're working towards. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that. As far as books, my goal last year was to read 52 books, a book a week, and I came so close. I made 51. I was one short from my goal, so I thought that was pretty awesome. So my goal again is going to be 52 books. I think I can definitely do it. I came super duper close this year. So, and I'm just going to read whatever. Oh, one last thing I forgot. I've been talking about Harry Potter. I joined a group called School of Magical Stitching. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah. And what they did, they sorted you into a Harry Potter house. And mine's Ravenclaw. And then we're going to have different challenges. And we're going to read all the books. I've never read the books. I read a little bit of the first one back when my son was little. That's when they came out, and I read it just because there was, you know, all the talk about these books, and I just want to make sure they were okay for him because he was fairly young at the time. And so I kind of skimmed through the first one. I've never read any of the rest of them, so I'm really anxious to do that. So I've already got the first one downloaded on my Kindle, ready to go. And you're going to read all the Harry Potter books. I think we're going to watch all the Harry Potter movies and do different challenges and things. So I bought a Ravenclaw pattern. Like I said, I planned to print it and show it to you, but my power was out, so I couldn't print. And then when the power came on, I was so anxious to get on that I forgot to print it out before I got on here. So, but it's exactly the same one as Garrett Coffee Stitcher's doing. He's doing for Hufflepuff, but I'm doing the same one, except it's Ravenclaw. So it's got the floral around it, and then the raven in the middle, and my flowers are blue instead of, I think his are orange. So it's the exact same type of pattern with the floral, with the character in the middle. So I'm going to start that tomorrow. I'm going to print that when I get off here, so I'll have it ready to go. And so I'll be working on that, reading the book. So I'll be sharing that with you each month, how that goes. That's probably the only, I'm going to try to stay away from the stitch-alongs this year, because what happens is you know, go like gangbusters on all of these stitch alongs, and then I get overwhelmed, and then I don't want to stitch anything because I don't know what I'm doing and which one I should do. You know, it goes back to that word focus. So I'm just not going to do a bunch of those. I'd like to just focus on this one and enjoy this one and everything to do with this one. And, you know, if there's something else that really grabs my attention that I really want to do, then I'll join it. You know, like the little goat load one. You know, that's an easy one to join. But that's kind of what I'm going to do this year, is kind of stay away from so many of those and getting overwhelmed by them all. Just enjoy the one and then join, you know, a few here or there that I have the pattern for or have something that fits, and just do that. So anyway, I know I've rambled a lot today. I usually am not a rambler, but I've been kind of talkative today. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I hope everybody has a happy and very safe New Year. Everybody, please stay safe. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to just stay at home and probably watch Pam and Steph show their box and watch the ball drop and stay safe at the house. So, like I said, whatever y'all are doing, hope you enjoy your New Year's, and hope everybody has a great 2019. So, we'll talk to you later. Bye.